Yeah, I forgot. Oh, we weren't supposed to do that no more. What's good? What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Ferris Muthana, and welcome to another great edition of the Rewatchers Council. Today we are continuing our Rewatchers series on the MCU, and we got a special one today. We are on Spider-Man: Homecoming. It is the first installment in the Tom Holland Spider-Man series. The first time in the MCU we see Spider-Man, and I'm just really happy to talk about this movie with my main man, Matt. Matt, how are you, dog?
I'm doing good.
Matt, let's get right into it, man. Where were you when this movie dropped?
I don't know. I didn't see this one in theaters.
It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. But let's get right into it, Matt. Do you still like the movie?
Yeah, I like this movie. I had it on 4K and shit. I think I still do.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
yeah, I like this movie a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I like Michael Keaton in this movie a lot.
Oh, Michael Keaton, he's amazing, man. He's amazing. So we got to right into it, Matt. Let's get. We've had two Spider-Mans before this. We had Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Tom Holland takes up the mantle. He first shows up in Civil War. We already talked about him in Civil War. This is a standalone film. Get right into it. How did you like him as Spider-Man in this iteration of the neighborhood friendly?
Yeah, he fits. I think he does a good job. Also, the dude's mad acrobatic on his own, also, so
Yeah, yeah.
pulls the moves off well.
Mm-hmm.
But like the thing with Toby, he was too old,
Yeah.
to be a kid in high.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Andrew Garfield was too sexy to be a fucking nerdy dude.
Mm-hmm. You tell me Tom Holland ain't sexy? Is that what you telling me? Whoa, man. That hurts.
Okay, I'll say something that I think a lot of people won't agree with, but I
Uh,
don't like Zendaya as MJ.
you don't like Zendaya as MJ. Okay, okay, I got you. I got you.
I think he would have been better off with the chick in this movie.
Oh, Lauren, Lauren,
Hmm.
Harrer.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. You definitely see the chemistry. You see the evolution of them. It looked pretty good together. What was your favorite part of this movie, Matt?
I had a couple favorite parts. Let me see.
Hey, hit me, man. Hit me with them.
The end fight between Spider-Man and Falcon was sick.
Vulture.
Yeah, Vulture. I mean, sorry.
Yeah.
Um,
I was like, I didn't see Anthony Mackie.
yeah. Also, like the thugs and people that he used, they were pretty good. And I like seeing what's his name from Community? Goddamn, Childish Gambino.
Oh yeah, yeah. He plays. Technically his character. I
He's
think
the Prowler.
he's the Prowler. He's Aaron Davis. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. That's Miles
And
Morales' uncle.
he's got a nephew.
Yeah, he got a nephew.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of him.
Any other
That'd be
moment?
crazy if they bring him in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
I think they're trying to. I think they're gonna try to. So which
yeah.
is we'll see. We'll see it.
Um,
I can't wait for it though.
I also liked when Peter was locked in the room and the suit was telling him all the shit it could do.
Yeah, yeah. Fun fact about the suit. Paul Bettany, who plays Jarvis and also Vision, he is the voice. He was the voice of Jarvis in all the Iron Man suits. Karen, the voice in a Spider-Man suit, is none other than his wife, Jennifer Connelly.
Mm-hmm.
She's Karen. Yeah. So that's wonderful. Yeah, I like that scene too. And then
What was your favorite scene, Ferris? Or scenes?
I liked the Washington Monument action piece. That
Yeah,
was pretty
that's
good. I
cool.
liked it. I liked it. Um,
But like, how could they not know it was in Peter? Like, come on.
yeah, yeah, they're in a life or death situation. Their brains are probably not working that well. But my favorite scene is when he picks her up for homecoming, and he sees him.
Yeah,
He's like, oh snap! And then it dovetails into my other favorite scene where she walks out the car and he looks back and he says, "Does she know?" And he has the gun right there,
yeah,
and and him and Peter are having this conversation. I like those scenes, man, because those scenes are really good. Like the action set pieces, we're gonna get them because it's a comic book movie. You gotta have an action set piece. You know what I mean? But it's those intimate dialogue moments where they drive the story along. That was quite tremendous. Where Michael Keaton, that was when just Michael Keaton, they're just acting. The
Yeah.
core of every movie is dialogue and actors acting. And those were my favorite scenes, man. I really liked it. I really liked it. So speaking of Michael Keaton, man, let's break down the villain, Vulture.
Hmm.
Michael Keaton's amazing. Like, I love Michael Keaton. He's great. That's Batman. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Was also the Vulture. What were your thoughts when you were watching him in this movie as the movie went along?
Yeah, I mean, when it starts out, it's like, yeah, like who wouldn't do what he did? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it was messed up what they did to him and shit, and they had tons of work still to do.
He had to find a way to support his family.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
but he
even
did it
out,
right because they had no clue.
yeah, he was doing it right. And then could you agree that selling arms to bad people, is that a good thing to do? Probably not. But
Yeah,
you gotta get in where you fit in. You gotta make your money. You gotta do your thing. You gotta
our
be
own military sells weapons to all the other countries, anyways.
exactly. Yeah,
This is just more street level shit.
it's more street level stuff. Yeah, I'm with it. I love Michael Keaton. I think he's one of the best actors in history, man. He's tremendous. I loved it. I've never watched a movie with Michael Keaton in it and said, "Dang, Michael Keaton stinks." You know what I
Well,
mean?
he showed he could be menacing, you know,
Yeah,
because like
real
with
menacing.
Batman, he wasn't menacing. He was like maybe intimidating, but not
Mhm.
really. Most of the people weren't really that afraid of him in those older Batman movies.
Yeah, because he was learning to be Batman, and he was still trying to, learn it. And then Catwoman she's not. She's just flirting with him the entire movie.
Yeah,
And then Danny DeVito looks like a hobgoblin in Batman Returns. 'Cause,
I was thinking that when I was watching Spider Man. I was like, it's just so funny how almost all of his enemies are animal names.
Vulture, Scorpion,
Rhino,
Rhino,
Lizard,
Lizard.
not Falcon.
There's Green Goblin.
Yeah,
That's
and
the main
Hobgoblin.
one. And then the Hobgoblin. Um, this Shocker. We got two Shockers in this movie. One that died, and then the one that became Bokeem Woodbine, which then would be the Shocker, possibly. So
Hmm.
there's that. We're seeing this is one of the best superheroes who has one of the best rogues galleries in
Yeah,
all of comics, right? It's
it's
him
not
and
even
Batman.
close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's him and Batman. They're 1 and 2, depending on who you ask. Who's one, who's two. These and we
Batman's
started.
characters are more like psychological, like
Yeah,
comparable to him,
yeah,
whereas Spider Man's are mostly physical.
yeah. Then we also got Scorpion in this. Michael Mando was Scorpion. So we
But he
we
also
got
fights really intelligent people too.
yeah. So like we got three
Doc Ock,
villains.
you didn't say him.
Doc Ock, yeah, that's true. Doc Ock.
Mhm.
But yeah, in this movie, we saw three of his main villains. We got three of his villains. We saw Scorpion, and oh yeah, then there's Electro. Electro is another one.
Mhm.
So we saw Scorpion, we saw Vulture, and then we saw Shocker. They're all in this movie, but it didn't feel. We saw them. We know who they are. Um, the Vulture. I think we didn't know who Michael Mando was right away, or some people maybe knew, but I didn't know right away. I know that I know he's Scorpion like later on. Um, when he has the scars and all that jazz, and and
He
people.
that was playing the Shocker was an idiot.
Yeah, and then the second Shocker, Bokeem Woodbine. I liked him better,
Yeah.
which is cool. Shout out to Bokeem
Mhm.
Woodbine. I'm a big fan. Um,
It was funny
yeah,
too when you met with Childish Gambino and he used the deep voice.
yeah.
He's
He's
like, I
like,
always talk.
I was like, no, no, you haven't. I remember you talking. You sound like you're a girl. It's like, no, I'm not a girl. I'm a boy. No, I'm a man. It's like you really need to be better at this.
Yep.
You really need to be
That's
better
true.
at this. And then
That's
he
why
was like,
Spider Man's cool. Yeah.
yeah, because he's funny too, and he's like kind of funny, awkward. Andrew Garfield was like funny. Funny. I'm Andrew Garfield. My favorite thing is like he's like, hey man, can you get this off of me? He's like, oh no, that's gonna dissolve in 2 hours. Like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, because you're a criminal, Mr. Criminal Man.
Yep.
What? It's like at the end of the day, it's like you're still a criminal. I'm not gonna just
Mhm.
even though you just gave me information, I'm still gonna like punish you. Imagine Aaron Davis is just there for 2 hours, just standing there, waiting for this to dissolve, and he's like, bro, my favorite thing is like when he said, he's like, bro, I have ice cream in here. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
damn, that's hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, any parts of Matt did you like or not were not fans of that didn't age well for you? You didn't you don't really care for anymore? Like you did say MJ.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna just go back to. I just
Yeah.
don't. She's just so like not a person I'd want to be around. You know what I mean? And like,
Mhm.
yeah, she's pretty, but like, she's not trying it all. They're not trying it all with her in these movies. And like,
Mhm.
not to take anything away from her, but it's just like with that attitude, I would not want to. Even if she was super attractive, I wouldn't want to be around that kind of person.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. She's kind of one note in this movie. There's
Yeah,
not a lot of layers. She's very aloof. But there were moments where you could see that she liked him where she was where the thing is that scene where she says, "Oh, I'm not stalking him. I'm just a
yeah.
very observant person." It's like, "Nah, you like him. You like him."
Mhm.
But yeah, I understand that she was but on the rewatch, you could see it, but then knowing how it ends up, panning out, you kind of forgive it. But in the moment, I could see what you mean. She was kind of one note. She was kind of an aloof, just like out there. I definitely see where you're coming from. Absolutely, 110%,
Yeah.
110%.
Like every other chick that he's had interactions with, have always been like really bubbly and
Mm-hmm,
outgoing. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm. And then this MJ is like,
Yeah.
you
Everything's
know,
blah.
yeah. So another big component of this movie, Matt, was his relationship with Tony Stark, and possibly becoming an Avenger. How did you like that? How did you like they went about that? And how that scene where he says to Tony, "Hey man, I'm nothing without the suit," and Tony says, "If you're nothing without the suit, you should have never gotten in the first place." Like, what did you
Yeah.
what did you what did you think about those scenes with the Tony and Robert Downey Jr. and all of them?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely good that he got like a mentor
Yeah.
because, like, that's what I said was cool about him is that he'll mess up and people will call him out. But I mean, doing what he does, people could get hurt.
Yes.
So
People could
yeah, he
die.
definitely. And then he needed that motivation too. That he's more than the suit and shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then,
They don't.
and also he could take his own advice there too.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, Uncle Ben is not referenced whatsoever in any of the.
Mm-mm.
They kind of moved on from him. But did you like that creative decision where it's like we already know about Uncle Ben dying and all of that, and we're just gonna move on from it? I kind of liked it. I kind of agreed with it. You know what I mean? We all know about the phrase, with great power comes great responsibility. It's kind of like a different feel to the Spider-Man film. And what do you think about that?
I mean, when you cast Marissa Tomei as his aunt, who are you gonna get as the uncle? He's got to be some hot dude, right? Because
Yeah,
she's not gonna be with some schlub and shit and be all sad
exactly.
about it. Like, so I understand the not even wanting to cast that part, and everyone knows the story and shit. So
Yeah. You know who Uncle Ben should be?
who?
Joe Pesci. It should have been Joe Pesci. I would have so casted Joe Pesci as Uncle Ben. Just like why not? Just like let's say like they pan to a cam like they're panning through Aunt May's apartment that they're in, and it's just a picture of her and her man, and her man's Joe Pesci. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're like just like I would
And
so
when
do
that
that.
and when that deal comes through, he's gonna be like, okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But the photo in the apartment's them as in My Cousin Vinny.
Yep.
I would
Driving
so
the
do that.
caddy.
I would so do that, dude. Just like it's like a little nod,
Yeah, he doesn't have to speak or
it,
anything. They just-
he's already dead, right? He's
Yeah.
already dead. So, but Uncle Ben is Joe Pesci. You know what I mean? Why not? Shout out to you, Joe Pesci, wherever you are.
Mhm. That-
But yeah,
Wait, have we seen Civil War yet? No, right?
yes, we have. We've seen Civil
Oh,
War. Yes,
okay.
yes,
Yeah. All right.
yeah, yeah. We're past Civil War. Um, how'd you like You know what my favorite scene was? I forgot this happened. Where he's at the Avengers Center. Or it's not. They're not Avengers Tower. Like whatever. They're the one upstate. And and Tony's like talking to him. He's like, "Man, I got a bunch of reporters in this room waiting for this announcement. So are you in or out? Yes or no?" And he says, "No." He's like, "Okay." And then like, he leaves and we're like, oh, that's a test, right? He's like, yeah, it's a test. Yeah, yeah. He's like, all right, man, I'll see you later. He's like, cool. And then Pepper Pops walks out. He's like, where's the
Mm-hmm.
kid? The announcement. He's like, well, he said no. He's very mature of himself. She's like, what?
Yep.
People were expecting for a massive announcement. What are we doing now? And he's like, well, we could. And it's like, hey, Happy, you have the ring. He's like, I've had this ring since 2008. I was like,
Yep.
one, that's crazy, Happy. And then she was like, I'll find another announcement. We can wait on this one. So, okay. But yeah, that was kind of funny. It had a lot of funny moments, but it wasn't a comedy, right? Because Spider-Man is funny. He's a funny character. He has good comedic timing in the comic books, in the animated shows, and it kind of came out here in this awkward comedy that was really funny. I think they did it very well. Did you think it was overblown, or do you think it was done very well?
Nah, it fit for this movie.
Yeah, it fit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think he was the jokiest. Usually, it was other people that were
Hmm.
saying funny stuff.
Yeah, yeah. What?
Yeah.
So the dude in the chair, how'd you like Ned as the sidekick? Ned, big fan of Ned, pro Ned, anti Ned. Where are we going with Ned here, Matt?
Uh, I mean, he's cool where he's at right now, but where they end up like putting him later on in the series, like with Doctor Strange and all that, that got too far for me. Like,
Okay, okay, I'm with you. I'm with you on that
that's
one. I'm with
Peter
you. I got you.
Pan.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, I liked him as the guy in the chair. I was a big fan of
Yeah.
it. I was a big fan of it. So I'm with you on that one. Um, but yeah, man, I really like this film. I really, really like this film, man. Um, I forgot how much I loved it. I really did like it. I really, really, really did like it. And I'm with you on the MJ thing. She was kind of one note here and there, but overall, I don't really have any critiques of it overall. I think it was a solid done film by John Watts. I think it was quite tremendous. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have nothing else to really you know pound the pavement on, and like say no, they should change this, they should change that. Not really, not really whatsoever. So I'm down. I'm down with it. I liked it. It was pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. Um, it's nothing really much to talk about because this was a damn good film. It's not like Guardians 2 where it was kind of like retreads. This one was just very solidly done film. I loved Tom Holland. I loved Michael Keaton. It was a good, solid film, and let's wrap up here, man. Let's talk about the end credit scenes, right? The post credits of this film. That there was two of them. Um, One of them was being Vulture is in jail, um, and he walks past Scorpion, and Michael Mando sensing that Vulture knows who he is. What did you think, man? What did you think going through there?
I'm sorry, my connection got real bad.
I'm talking about the end credit scene, right? The end credit scene when they're in jail, and you see that little connection between the Vulture and the Scorpion. Mark Gurgan, is that what the guy's name is? It's Michael Mando and Michael Keaton. Did you like that little foreshadowing? Because not all post credits are created equal. I really like this one because Vulture wasn't gonna get pushed around, but he also said it, and he also said in Michael's eyes he wanted to kill. He kind of respects Spider-Man, but he also wants to hurt Spider-Man. A lot of his villains are like that with Spider-Man, Matt. Have you noticed? Where they're like, I gotta give it up to you, kid. I really respect your work ethic, but I'm gonna kill you now. You know what I mean? So it's a bunch of that, and I think that's what Vulture was.
Yeah.
He's like, if I knew him, he would be dead right now because he wants to be the one that sticks the knife in Spider-Man's chest. What did you think?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I'm with you. All right, Matt. Hope you guys liked this video, guys. Thank you so much. We're gonna end the video off by
Scores.
giving. Yeah, well, yeah, Matt, I got you. We're gonna end the video off by giving you guys our star rating. Matt, hit me with your star rating for Spider-Man Homecoming?
4.5 out of 5.
All right. Okay. I said 4. 4 out of 5. I think we're similar in that sense. I really like this movie. 4 stars for me. 4.5 stars for Matt. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Matt, where can people else find you on the channel?
Just here reviewing stuff every now and then.
Yeah. Guys, you can find me on the other 2 editions of the Rewatchers Council. Thursdays, 3 o'clock Pacific. We got Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Then Fridays, 3 o'clock Pacific. We got Angel as well. So be on the lookout for that. I'm on those. We also have a sports channel where I'm there every Friday, 5 o'clock Pacific. We're talking American football. And then I'm also on a smattering of other things. So be on the lookout for stuff. You know, we're gonna we're gonna increase some of our output. So we appreciate your support. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe. We really appreciate it. And you know, if you want a one-stop shop for everything, Let's Get Ready, post credits, and Good Friends Better Rivals, go to letsgetreadynetwork.com. We also have a merch there up there too. So thank you so much for joining us. Hope you had a wonderful time, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace out.